Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lord Exsus, and I want to welcome you all back to the Outer Worlds. This is going to be episode 5. Now, in the last episode, we had to make a decision. We had to go to the geothermal power plant and make a choice of who we were going to side with out of the deserters from Edgewater or Reed, the corporate leader of Edgewater, and therefore who we were going to allow to have the power from the geothermal power plant. And of course, I made the decision, along with Pavati, to give the town of Edgewater the power. We finished the episode there after blowing through the building and destroying all of the mechanicals, and then we managed to get out. I think we returned to Edgewater, if I remember correctly, but we're going to go back in today, and we're going to return to the deserters camp, and we have a few other quests to hand in as well while we're there, but while we do, we're going to see exactly what they think about our actions there and see where we're going to go from here, because this could be a tense situation. Now, also, full disclaimer, I've had a few more tweaks with my PC to try and get the game running even smoother if I can, because I'm still noticing a little few lag spikes here and there, a few things that don't quite sit right with me. Hopefully that works out. There's still going to be some pop because it's just how the game loads in segments of the map, but again, everything's set to the maximum. It is only 1080p, but we'll get in and hopefully the game plays nice for me. The other thing I want to tell you is I've gone from now playing with a keyboard and mouse, and I'm now playing with a controller, because part of the jankiness of the way things was looking was all down to me playing with a keyboard and mouse as well. I'm actually finding it a little bit harder to play on controller now because I didn't start off the game that way. So please bear with me, and we'll get through this together anyway. We're going to go to the load game. I'm going to go to here, which looks like we were in Edgewater. So we're on the quest to fight an engineer. Let's do this thing. Okay, and here we are, guys. So we're going to get a little bit of popping and jank to begin with, and yeah, I had to go into the NVIDIA graphic card options and have a little play around and try and make force the graphics card to do more for this particular game. So we're going to get a little bit of craziness here in the beginning, but don't pay too much attention to it. We're going to go outside and we're going to go to the deserters camp, which is easier to actually go around this way. Yeah, this game has a very strange way of loading in stuff. You get kind of a memory dump when you get closer to a place, so that's the thing. Okay, and here we go. So, yeah, if I... just got to remember what the buttons are on the controller now, guys. If we go to Journal, the Frightened Engineer, yes, back at the camp, the Deserters camp, and that is here, the Botanical Labs. You cannot fast travel while near hostiles. So there's some hostiles in the area. That's not a bad thing, though. I'm hoping we're going to find some people to kill along the way, because why wouldn't I want that? Yeah, my movement with a controller seems a lot smoother than my particular movement with a mouse and keyboard. I'm not great with it, so... just keeping an eye out for any enemies in the area, because you never know when they're going to respawn, guys. We've got a dead guy here. I'll take all your stuff. Do I have enough mag picks to get in here now? I do. Let's do this thing.
Wow, you got that?
I did. Oh shit. We got here. Scorched Journal. After sneaking parts out of the industrial sector for a couple of days, I think I finally have everything I need to build my own flying death machine. However, upon closer inspection, I'm not entirely sure all these components will fit together properly. It's not like the board would build their mechanicals with custom tool parts, right? Everything would have to be modular for all these mechanicals to run efficiently. I'll tool around with things for a bit and see what I can put together. After a few hours of experimentation, things are starting to come together, but I still don't have it down to an exact science. For instance, there's something wrong with the memory processing core that I can't seem to sort out. When I tried to install it, the unit made a loud buzzing sound and refused to respond to any feedback. I removed it, whacked it with a wrench a few times, and that seemed to stop the buzzing. Things seemed like they were working for a few seconds after I installed it again, but now there's a sharp click noise every few seconds, and the damn thing's right stabilizer won't stop twitching. I'll try removing the processing core once again and giving it a few more good whacks. That'll learn it. Oh, that seems like such a bad idea, sir. And if that's your diary, which I'm assuming it is, and this was the combat drone, yeah, this didn't work out for you. Yeah, you got the wrench in your hand, it's blatantly you. Well, plasma rifle. Huh, I don't want to sleep, I want to pick up that, the energy cells. Resting in a bed is relaxing and moves time forward. In supernova difficulty, you can only rest in the bed on your ship. Well, you would have been better at building a combat drone here, Pavai. Okay, let's have a look at what this... wrong button, sorry guys, again, playing on a controller for pretty much the first time with very little practice. I'm kind of pressing buttons that I think are right for Fallout. Probably not right though. Okay, what are we going to switch you with? Don't want to equip you in there. Okay, going to replace you with the heavy machine gun. Okay, let's see if you're any good. We'll fight some things in a little while, probably. Some energy weapons can charge up for a bigger attack, can they? Oh my god, it uses 5 ammo, but... Okay, this could be cool. This could be cool. Okay. I think we picked up stuff from all of these guys. Yeah, we did. Okay, let's go to the deserters camp at the botanical labs. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to keep staring at those skyboxes. There's nothing you guys can do to stop me. This game's pretty as shit. Okay. Things seem a little quiet. Okay, cool. Everyone's gathered around. Sorry, guys. Wrong button again. Just going to go to my journal. And retrieve the power regulator is what we want. Stranger in stranger lands. And the power regulator's down there. So we've turned off the power to here. It still seems... Nope. Nope, the power is dead in there. Okay. We'll go downstairs and we're going to come talk to you guys in a minute because you guys look like you're getting ready to kill me, to be fair. I'm not going to talk to you just yet.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, you're not hostile right now, so that's good. I've got a few quests to hand in with you guys, so please don't go hostile. But I'm just going to go and take your power core. That's what I'm going to do. Oh.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
I done it because, number one, you're sounding really creepy right now. I don't know if it's just a red glowing light, or you're calling them your flock, and it's very preachery and very culty. But the reason I done it is because Pavati was right. Like, you're really, really hateful towards Reed in Edgewater, and that's not a bad thing. But it's a bad thing when you could kill potentially hundreds of people by being that hateful. It's going to be one of these two, but I'm not sure which one. I'm going to go with the top one.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Do you know what? That's a fine thing. That's a okay thing to say, because he's a bit of a fucking dickhead, to be honest. Yeah. I'll be willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to kill him, in all honesty. I think I could probably convince him to leave. I've got a massive persuasion stat. So, you can see it if you want. Just touch it a little bit. No, okay, she's not in the mood for that. Reed isn't going to leave his post. I need some help convincing him. Do you have any ideas, Adelaide?
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses.
The shit?
I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Oh my god. I didn't actually fucking expect that. I really didn't fucking expect that. Okay. So you haven't actually been killing people. These are people that are already dead. I mean, it's still grim. Ah! Wait a minute. We found the gold teeth. We found Eugene's gold teeth. You found Eugene's body. You took the gold out because the gold wouldn't decompose in the ground correctly. It'd take much longer. It was no good. Oh, wow. Yeah, that makes so much sense now. You're seeming a lot more sinister, Adelaide, I have to admit. You think that'll convince Reed to step down?
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
No, that's fine. It's just you're kind of scaring me a little bit. Okay, I'm going to ask what happened to you, Adelaide. All this anger, it had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Okay, well, I understand your hatred, especially for Reed. Not necessarily for Edgewater, but for Reed specifically, yes, I understand that. He refused to allow your son treatment. He's a piece of work. So, yeah. Anyway, I think enough talk for now. Okay, Adelaide, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking this, because I need this. So, you know, that's the thing. Right, I'm going to convince the others to leave, but I'm not going to tell them to leave necessarily straight away. If that's an option, if I can keep them here, but tell them to leave, if that makes sense. Because I'm going to convince Reed to leave, unless I can't, and then I'll kill him, because he is an absolute fucking piece of shit for letting people die. Okay, let's have a word with these guys. Okay, so there's a few people we've got to talk to. You, I have a quest to hand in for you.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
No, it's not your fault, but if you're a real engineer, you could help them with that. Okay, so today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
I actually have part 1, part 2, and the elusive part 3.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Awesome. Just like that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes. I don't know if that's some sort of Easter egg he's saying, like the Sinclair ZX Spectrum, or he's just talking about how potatoes can in fact conduct electricity. That's amazing. Or the fact that people sometimes call their PCs potato PCs. I've done so myself in the past. Hold on, I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Part 2. Found it in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
500 bits. And again, lad, I don't know how well you're going to take to the engineering. Hopefully well, but you said, isn't that ironical? I mean, you guys heard that right. And, okay.
Don't keep me in suspense.
Here is the third and final one, the elusive part number 3.
The geothermal plant?
Yep.
Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
Well, she wasn't lying.
It's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
We've gained electro-charge surface. Ooh, that sounds pretty fucking cool. Okay. I'm going to say you won't survive without power. It's time to go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
Well, no, you don't have to. You said you wanted to be an engineer. I gave you the data pads.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and I'm as good as dead to her.
That's true. Oh, we do. Stay put. I'm going to try to talk to Reed into stepping down. Yeah, I'm going to do this one.
You know where to find me.
Okay. I should go. Okay, so we talk to him. His quest line is finito now, I believe. Yep. These are the ones we completed. We have no botched. We have no failure quests. That's good. Right. And we'll convince Zoe to return. So now it's your turn.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
I told you this before, I think, Grace, but she joined up with a band of marauders. They hadn't hurt her. In fact, they kind of really liked her and her drugs.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me.
I did.
Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
You could.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
You can. And let's go back to Edgewater.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in?
True.
I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
No. You're not gonna go back begging. I'm gonna have a word with Reed. Yeah, we've got a third option again. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Reed.
Sure. Suit yourself. I'll be here.
I know you will. Right. So we got a new weapon, didn't we? Sorry guys, wrong button again. Used to that being a menu button. Cool, so we picked up this. And I want to change it out with that. 116. Yeah, it's got better DPS than that. I don't know what sort of ammo does it use. I'm guessing. Yep, that's automatic energy pistol. Okay, so I've got two energy weapons. Don't really like having two weapons that share ammo, but you know, it is what it is. And I have a workbench here. We got an armor thingamajig, didn't we? That is the technical description of it. So let's break down some stuff. Just the two pistols for now. And break down that one piece of armor. We go over to modify. Which piece of my I'm wearing this one, aren't I? Install mod. Aha, electrocharged surface and backpack. Oh, can we do both? Let me try electrocharged surface first. Applies an electrical charge to the armor's exterior, occasionally shocking an attacker who comes in contact with it. Awesome. Yes, please. Because I've got that one. Apparently we can use a utility one as well. Is this a utility one? It is. Awesome. So we can carry an extra 20 kilos, and now we know what our weight capacity is. It's kilos. Awesome things. Fantastic. Also, this one is what Pavati is wearing, is it not? What mod can we install in that? We can also give her an electric charge surface. Fantastic. Awesome, awesome. Nothing needs to be repaired right now. Fantastic. So I think... Is there anyone else we need to talk to here? What about you?
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Oh! Is that what she's telling you guys? Well, I can't tell you anything to the contrary, can I, Stefan? Because I have no options to do this. So instead...
Nothing. With the power gone, we've got to conserve our supplies.
Oh, you're not even going to let me sell to you? Okay, fuck you then. See you around. Okay, well, we've got to go back to Edgewater now, guys. I believe that is what our map's going to say. Objective. Yeah. We've got to convince the deserters to return, which I'm in the process of doing. They kind of are. They kind of do want to return. And we've got to remove Reed from Edgewater. And then we technically have kind of completed this. We've just got to return to the Unreliable, but we're not doing that just yet. And then also return to Ludwig on the landing pad and give him that thing we found. What was it? Oh, the logic module. That's the one. That's the one. And I think we're all gravy after that. I do want to kind of look around here and see if there's anything else I can take. But I'm going to walk back to Edgewater because, again, it's always worth seeing if there's anything to kill along the way. And as you guys can see, of course, the HUD layout's just very mildly different. The keys down in the bottom left are now on a D-pad rather than on Q, V, and C, I think it was. Something like that, or V and C. Okay, so see if there's anything else to kill around here. I want to change the gun as well. Not to that. This one. Apparently the pistol... Yeah, the pistol requires some repairs. They didn't even give me a good pistol. Grace didn't even give me a good pistol. I think we killed the marauders that were here last time, didn't we? I don't think there's any left. I was hoping I'd get some shots off with my new weapons, be able to try them out. But hey, we're going to walk back this way again anyway. I wanted to go up to that building. I can tell you guys now, especially if we look at the map. If we just go over here, that building is this building, and it is inaccessible. These are high peaks, obviously. Anyone that's ever looked at an in-game map or a map of any kind before knows that this terrain is mainly impassable, especially in video games. Okay. Unless you have a horse in Skyrim, then nothing is fucking impossible. You know I speak the truth. Okay, back to Edgewater. Let's go and talk to Reed Thompson. Okay, so to be fair as well, the deserters, especially Adelaide, took the news much better than I thought she would. I genuinely thought they were going to attack me, so that's good. Okay, Reed, time to cough up. Whoa. Okay, Vivati, stay there. Yeah, especially after I found out, or we now have found out, that she has been grinding up corpses. Hello, Reed. Time me and you had a little word.
I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you are here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes.
Oh, yes.
But I have done my best for this town.
Okay. A change of leadership might be what the town needs, Reed.
I am a Spacer's choice man. My father was a Spacer's choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with the plague, Thompson.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Yeah, illness doesn't work like that, sir. This town doesn't eat anything but salt tuna. Of course you're going to get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here, and only salt tuna.
Jesus Christ, that's why you're dying, man. If salt tuna is anything like what it sounds, then it is probably full of a fuck ton of salt as well as other nasty things. You shouldn't be eating that. And I'm going to say that. I'm pretty sure it's the food that's making you sick. You need Adelaide's garden.
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Yeah, Adelaide's got a special ingredient. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but I'm going to use my techniques of persuasion on you. So she's found a way.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
I can lie to him. I have a high enough lie stat. That's what's unlocked for me. Look, Reed, all you need to know is it involves some really complicated math, and it works.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do.
Correct.
I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's ask him what his plans are, because I don't think he's a complete and utter... I mean, he is a dickhead. Of course he's a dickhead. He let a little boy die because he got the plague and he wasn't... I don't know. He wasn't of working age or whatever, or maybe he was, but he wasn't a good enough worker. But then again, this whole universe, this whole ecosystem is run by corporations, so you are just a number. And this game has an amazing sort of look at our current culture and about how corporations treat us, and in fact the video game industry as a whole. I don't want to get into it, but this game is very satirical and I enjoy it very much. So Reed, what are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
Okay, you won't last a day outside the walls, you know.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Okay, you just make me feel sad for you now, bruh. So this can't be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Okay, I'm not going to say you don't have to do this. I'm going to say take care and leave the conversation. So, yeah. What do you think about this whole thing, bruh? Kind of staring at me. Staring at, bruh. Staring at. Okay. Okay, we're going back. We're going back. Come on, Pavati. Enough of that. We're going to go back and tell Adelaide the good news. What do you think of this whole thing anyway?
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they ain't care much for me.
Okay. I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
What the fuck? Are you joking? They belong to the office. They just take you away, regardless of whether your parents want you or not. That is inhumane.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
The actual fuck. The actual fuck. Okay, okay, we'll talk. We'll talk later. Just gonna go to the general store and try and sell a few bits. Simply because the next part of Pavati's conversation kind of takes place here. And I was going to go and sell some stuff outside of a video, just to clear the inventory. I'm not sure if I can trigger it again, so... Wrong button, sorry guys.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
Okay, so Pavati Holcomb, what incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Okay, I've got some questions for you.
Go right ahead.
Oh, I went for her. No, goodbye. And again, I actually do want to see if I've got anything to sell.
Not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Yeah. What are you selling?
Music to my ears.
More importantly, what do I want to sell? Got a load of junk. Awesome, we're at now 7,000. Could keep the rest of my gear. Inventory's looking good, 35 out of 110. Okay, so now we're going to talk to you.
Something you need?
Yeah, a little bit. You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Why aren't you allowed in Morrow's store anymore?
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
You were a kid. That was forever ago.
Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing. And next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
Oh, wow. That's fucking funny. I'm going to laugh at that.
It's not funny. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
And it exploded all over him. I get it. No, I'm just going to say go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by.
That's
I
amazing.
was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages.
Not so good.
Still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Okay. There's another thing, is there? You said the mission was too clean. Isn't it church supposed to be?
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf under glass.
Oh yeah, he said about that, about the plan and stuff. Okay. Never been much of a religion myself.
I think there's something higher and greater than us.
Oh
But I
shit.
don't feel it when I'm in the mission.
Okay, cool. Let's get back to it. Okay, fantastic. Right, we've got to go and see Adelaide now, but before we do that, we need to get out of this gate here, and we need to give the thing to Ludwig. Where you at, Ludwig? You in your house? Yeah, you are.
When
Hello,
I was
fella.
little, we'd get freighters in every...
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
Okay, you mentioned a logic module. I found one in the geothermal power plant.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform.
Well, you know.
Oh, well, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform.
Be nice.
Oh, this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Awesome. Take care, old timer. So we picked up a melee weapon there as well as shock stick. God damn it! Sorry, guys. Again, still thinking that's the button to get to the menu. Okay, what is your overall power? 164 on this impact hammer. Still better than this shock stick. We're going to keep that for the meantime. Yeah. I'm going to keep that for the meantime. Fantastic. Okay, so that's done. We've got some experience. We're getting closer to level 8, guys. It's good. It's real good. I don't know why I decided to go back through this door just to go outside the door the other side. 2 loading screens when I could have just walked around. Probably because I actually like the loading screens, and the loading in this game is not painful. The initial load is painful, and like bringing up each new area is a little bit jank. But as you can see, once the area is brought up, we still get the pop. And, you know, turn around, signs are still a little bit fuzzy for a very limited amount of time when you look into the background. But yeah, not so bad. Okay, let's mosey. And again, there's a few places I'm going to take you on a sightseeing tour, because again, we can actually leave this planet now. Jesus, got to learn that is not the button. The main quest, Stranger Lands, we can return to the Unreliable now. So technically, I believe that means we can leave. Again, I don't know for sure if that means we can leave. But I'm assuming so. I could take you up there. There's nothing but machines digging into a lava-filled hole. I know that much. Because again, fucking around with options while I was not recording videos, I kind of paced and walked around to places that I thought would be high stress or have a lot of combat involved. So I know for a fact you can just drop in the top of that little crater there and you will burn alive. Lava will burn you alive. Obviously magma as well. And these are things that should be obvious to anybody, of course, but I thought I'd test it out. But yeah, still haven't completed any quests in my testing modes. Haven't gone and done anything that you guys have not seen in these videos, other than try and test out how to beat any sort of lag or jankiness or whatever. I've just seen a few environmental things, nothing that's anything to do with story or real combat, to be fair. Okay, let's go see Adelaide. Hello, Adelaide.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Okay, you need to stop that. I done it for the good of the people. I talked Reed into leaving Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
We gained Adelaide's watch, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but my deserter's reputation increased to revered. So these guys, apart from Adelaide, love me now for just helping out on a few quests that weren't really hard at all. But I just said then, my reputation has just been decreased with the board. So the board know who I am. The rulers of the Halcyon Galaxy and all the corporations know who I am. How's that possible? How is it possible? I'm just gonna put Edgewater's better off with you running the place. I don't know if it is, because the whole corpse thing isn't good. I'll be honest, but yeah.
You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted.
Oh yeah.
I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Yep. Take care. And we are level 8. Thank you very much. And she's right. Adelaide obviously knows me better than anyone else in this game ever has, or anyone else in any game ever has, because she just said, you are some kind of twisted. It's like she's known me for a very long time. Okay. So my dialogue is now split into 3s. Yeah, I'm gonna have actually going to hit that up to get inspiration to 20, because as you can see there, 20 on novice, we gain access to companion abilities. I think they're going to be handy, and then I'm just going to smack up more persuasion. Next time I'm going to deal with guns and other bits and pieces, but I need to start making some of these to 20, just so I can deal bonus damage like when stealthed, and other bits and pieces. Yeah, because that sneak isn't even quite 20 yet, and I'm not talking about what it is after the bracketed number. I'm talking about 20 at base, so I can at least unlock the first in everything, if that makes sense. So yeah, persuade for now. Fantastic, we're going to apply them. Companion abilities, Auntie Cleo knows, friends make everything better. Companion ability 1 is left on the D-pad. The second companion ability for a second companion is right on the D-pad. Fantastic, thank you, Auntie Cleo. And go across to perks. What other perks can I have? I don't need any more carrying capacity right at the moment. Oh, I've already got that one. Damn it. I kind of want to be able to fast travel when encumbered. But I also want 100% additional ammo stock on vendors and consumable stock on general vendors. I also want slow the world and add an extra 25% to tactical time dilation maximum. Minus 20% vendor prices. Ooh. Nah, I'm going to have to go for the additional ammo stocks. It's not something that's going to benefit me straight away because I don't buy a lot of ammo and a lot of stuff from vendors, but for now it's worth it. Okay, so is there anything else around here I could pick up? Yeah, there is. It still counts as stealing. But the deserters are pretty much not living here anymore. Alright. That's sealed. Strange. Okay, I'm going to convince you guys to piss off now. Starting with you.
Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all.
Don't worry about it. Adelaide tells me she's moving back to Edgewater.
Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? I
Yep.
never imagined she'd step foot in Edgewater long as Reed ran the town. Something
Well...
must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide's good as family. If she's going back, so are we.
Cool, cool. Don't want to ask you anything else, so I thought I'd get more than just acknowledgement from that. But that's cool.
Never liked Reed much. Can't say I'm sorry he's gone.
Oh, you already know. Okay. Okay, you must have heard what we were just talking about. Well, that's fine. You guys are all sorted then. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Oh, and Zoe's here. Howdy, Zoe.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
Still twisted, still fucked in the head. I like it a lot. Okay. So, you guys are ready to go back on your own accord then? And that, again, awesome skyboxes. Again, pressing wrong buttons. Okay. So, we have literally just got Stranger in a Stranger Land left. So, we're going to make one final run over to Edgewater. We might have a little explore on our way. I feel like now I've got a decent amount of weapons and ammo. I still can't steal anything from this place, which is a little bit annoying. What I might do is come back here without Parvati as my companion at some point. And the deserters probably won't be here by then, because they'll be back in Edgewater. And then I'll go about my merry way. I'll just take everything that's left. Because I'd rather not get a decreased reputation with anybody, including my companions. I mean, especially my companions. Yeah. So Edgewater's back over there. More ships. What is over in this direction? Ah, there is one place that I have seen myself with my own two eyes that you guys have not. There's a few enemies left over in this direction, so we'll head over in this direction. Kind of beyond this part of the building over there. Yeah, like I said, there's just some places you can't go, like the tower up there. But one place we very much can go is over here. And over here...
Might be tough.
Nice. Mechanicals obviously die much quicker to energy weapons. Oh my god, the screams as he burns up. I love it. And that's our companion power. Awesome things. Very, very good, Parvati. Very good.
That's the last of them.
It's not the last of them completely yet. I thought I saw some movement up here. Was I wrong? So yeah, this is just a little outpost. Yeah. Swear I saw one more guy. I did. Bam. Nice. Cool, cool. Gonna get my little laser pistol back out. Let's do some looting. Awesome. So if we look at the map, we are at the Abandoned Spaces Choice Settlement. It's just a settlement, just an abandoned one that Marauders have taken over. Cool, cool. Some pre-sliced bread. Just loot what we can before we go back to Edgewater. Awesome. The more ammo, the better. I can go into that building over there. Vending machine discovered. Somewhere. Because there's not much of anything useful around here, to be fair, so... Oh, that door is actually locked. Can I bypass it? No, that's sealed locked. Okay, is there a way around back? I mean, this looks like a door, but you can't get into it, so that's a no. Okay, so fuck all of real interest here, apart from killing a few enemies. And there's the vending machine right in the centre of supposed town, I guess. You have nothing on you. Some more pre-sliced bread. Or some things. You have some bits and pieces. I'll happily take them. As for the mechanical thing I destroyed, yeah, it seems to have already fallen to pieces or gone or whatever. Okay, back to Edgewater then. Thought I'd just show you guys that why we were here. Yeah, I'm not fighting for a primal behemoth, even I'm not that stupid. We'll go this way. Plus, Edgewater's actually over here. I'm only going back to sell and do some work on weapons repair and such, but seems more sensible. Although... How did that not kill him?
Here we go. You got him. Everyone all right?
Dead. Awesome. My shooting skills aren't fantastic, but I can handle when necessary. Yeah, let's take this one back out. I like this gun. I don't think there'll be much in the way of loot off these guys. Just the same sort of stuff. It's always handy though. That's not why I came here though, guys. Came here because you may remember in a previous episode we had to enter this cave network, or just cave, and kind of grab the book for the vicar guy. Yeah, well, we never explored in the back. I never explored in the back because I could hear voices, but I didn't know. I only wanted to get the book, which was over there, with loads of mines around it. I want to know what exactly is in here now. These could be famous last words, so... Oh. Does it literally just come out the other side? Yeah, it literally comes out right near Edgewater. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I thought I was going to take you on a little epic underground quest there, but not so much. Not so much. Okay. Very anticlimactic there. Let's go back into Edgewater. Okay. Just going to break some stuff down at the workbench. Maybe have a word with the constabulary. Maybe we might have some more work for us. I'm not going to need this. Or that. Or either of these. Fantastic. We're just going to go over to repair. And the only thing that needs real repair is this gun here. So it's going to take 11 parts. Fantastic. I mean, the others have a small amount. Maybe this is down to 87.6%. That will require 7 parts. Yeah, fine. Fuck it. That's about it. I'm not going to repair any of Parvati stuff because I just don't care enough, to be fair.
I've been feeling pretty low these
I've never
days.
actually been in.
Hello, lad. I haven't seen you in a while.
Outside.
helped me back in that cave. You got a real knack for curative work.
No worries. I didn't realise you were going to come back here, or you were back here. Okay, so what we got? Private Kimball, Lieutenant Mercer. Hi, Lieutenant Mercer.
If it ain't the Starship Inspector, here's hoping Edgewater's up to your standards.
No, Edgewater is not up to my standards, Mercer. Okay, let's talk to Constable Rise.
I've got nothing on my bounty board. That's a good feeling.
Okay, so you don't have work for me either. Okay, to the general store. Off we go.
Mine died a couple weeks back.
Heard something outside the walls.
Howdy.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Let's see what you got to sell.
Music to my ears.
Okay, more importantly, what do I have to sell? Well, all this junk, including Adelaide's watch. Adelaide's watch is worth nearly 2k. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna sell all of it. Fantastics. Fantastics? No, fantastic. Awesome. Okay, I don't think I have anything else to sell. 32 out of 110 on weight, 9,512 bits. Awesome things. Ammo's looking good as well, especially light ammo. 656 light ammo, 357 energy, and 213 heavy. That is good. So, with that in mind, we're just going to switch back to the good old pistol. And we are ready to rock and roll. I guess that's it for Edgewater. It's been nice. Well, I'm assuming, unless something insanely bad happens at the ship. Oh God, no, I've said it. It's something insanely bad's going to happen, isn't it? I never actually looked in here, did I? Oh. That's where he brings all the dead bodies. Do you know what? I'm not going to hack Silas's terminal. I'm not going to take his shit from him. Yeah, this counts as stealing, so hacking that counts as a criminal offence. What's this? Early retirement. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy all expense paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the Jewel of Halcyon. That worries me. Chairman Rockwell and the board. They worry me. And this is something that comes up in the loading screens, guys. This is awesome. He's showing that thing on the fritz. These are fake windows. They're faux windows. You plug them into solid wall units to make them look like this. To make them look like, oh yeah, that's cool. People inside have got the lights on. It's all quaint and stuff, like over here. They're all fake. It actually says it on one of the loading screens. It's actually insane. But then again, I guess you guys would have either read that or known when you come in here and go, oh wait, there's a unit here, but there's no window. Where is the window? Yeah, could you be any more corporate contrived than having fake windows? Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to our ship. See you around, Silas.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Oh, right. Don't talk to
Not
me.
today.
Talk to her
Just
then.
helping this fella.
Yeah, helping this fella. Okay, let's see what we got. Again, that tower. Maybe one day we'll get to visit, who knows. Maybe it holds no secrets whatsoever. Okay, let's plop this power core we've got in our ship and be off.
Is this your ship?
Well, shit.
Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
Okay, Pavati, you need to calm the shit down, because with how wide-eyed you were and how much you just jumped on me then, like literally, you need to chill. Like, you scared me. You genuinely scared me. Yes, this is my ship. You know, yes, it's pretty fucking cool, even though its sentient AI on board is fucking psycho. But yeah, I get you. I can understand why not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy in Edgewater, and you are talented.
Oh, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Do you know what, Pavati? I'll be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours. We need more companions, and the vicar was meant to meet us here. Vicar Max, I think his name was. But he doesn't seem to be out here. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Ah, she's almost sweet, isn't she? She's almost like some sort of. She's clearly not a teen or preteen, but you know, she's quite innocent, I think, in a way. So yeah, okay, let's go on board again. Where the fuck is the vicar? He was meant. Sorry, I thought I saw an enemy over there. It's a rock that's shaped like a creature. Where the hell is he? Oh, well, now I look stupid. Hello, Vicar Max.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
No, wait a minute.
Marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
I don't know what the fucking Fibonacci spiral is, mate. I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic? Oh, okay. It's exactly the answer I was going to choose. Let me know what this is about. Maybe we could actually end up being friends.
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater.
Okay.
I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Again, I called you creepy in another video. Not like you're touching kids creepy, but I called you creepy. Like, you make my skin crawl a little bit. I have a feeling you feel kind of psycho-murdery. I mean, maybe you're not meant to be coming off that way. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe you end up being an absolute beast and cool as fuck. But you talk quite cold. I'm not gonna lie. So why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Okay. So weren't they proud that when you became a vicar at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
Okay, so what is this plan you keep talking about?
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
Okay, so again, just religion then. That's a convenient way to control the masses.
It can be if abused, but that can be said about anything. However, in the case of the board and Halcyon, sadly, I believe you are correct.
Oh, okay. So you're on board, so to speak, no pun intended, with us potentially kicking the board's ass. I like that. I like that. You even though you appear cold and creepy, it appears your ideals are you just want to know what the plan is or how you fit into that, rather than actually controlling people with the idea of a plan or a creator god. Okay. I'll think it over and I'll get back to you. Okay. Pavati, come with. Let's talk to...
Captain, I
Oh.
have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Okay, you absolute psycho. I've got some better news.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Excuse me, my engineering is 20. So I can do it. And if I couldn't, Pavati here would do it for me. So, boom.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Awesome. I'll be back. No pun intended. No reference to the T-101s or any movie franchise they're in. Awesome. Okay, we've got a few levels here, but this is telling us to go through here. And this is the engine room, and you need 20 in engineering to be able to plop this sucker in. Are you joking me? Boom. Not liking the vapor, energy vapor coming out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. You can stay if you want, Pavai. Ankles. Okay, I think we are golden. What are you saying?
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters.
Awesome.
I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Okay, well first I just need to take care of something. Because I haven't checked out my quarters yet. So... Captain's quarters, okay. Okay, well, what else have we got around here? Let's just have a quick little look, guys. What have we got? Sealed? Okay, sealed. Also sealed. Very sealed. Okay, okay, hello, Vicamax. So this is the mess. Fantastic. This is where we all eat and all hang out. And I thought I told you to find your own room, and that's sealed as well. Where are your private quarters, guys? Not that I have a massive interest in them, but all the rooms are sealed. Can I get into the captain's quarters yet? No, it's sealed. Okay, that's why. We actually have to leave. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we are ready to leave Edgewater and the Emerald Vale behind.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
You absolutely should take our ship into orbit, Ada. Let's get the hell out of here.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, Phineas Wells, Dr. Phineas Wells. So after a long time of not hearing from him, we're about to hear from him. Let's do this thing.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship.
Sup?
I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
You seem to always be very worried about me liquefying, sir. No unnatural drippage. But, yeah, I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, point of interest, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Okay. Sounds good. Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet, though?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed
Okay.
badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Okay, right, the Black Marketeer.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Okay, fine, I'll have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Okay, I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Okay, I understand. And, right, well, this is the navigation terminal, but I'm not ready to depart just yet, and look at that. Gorgeous. Ugh. So close to just stepping out into the vacuum of nothing. Awesome things. Okay, I'm not ready to navigate anywhere yet, so can we now access the captain's quarters? We can. It's not sealed anymore. Fantastic. So we've got to pick up something called a shroud. Holographic shroud. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, providing that you have the correct ID card for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Ooh, that sounds very, very good. Do I have to do again? Wrong button. Jesus. Do I have to do anything to equip it, or is it just a natural thing? Sounds like it's a sort of auto thing where I can just pick up a disguise and it creates the disguise. Here we go. So I can inspect it, obviously. Couple of level belts. Guess it straps to my front or back. Cool. Projects a holographic image over the user and makes for an effective disguise in the right hand. Okay, we can't do anything else. We have our own bunk, we can sleep, and we also have a fucking nice view. Fantastic. That's Terra 2, that's the planet we were just on. So we've escaped Terra 2, guys, and we also have our own stash. Awesome. Why would you have Edgewater, an Edgewater sign in your room?
Is it time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness?
Okay. No, I'm not going to sleep yet. Thank you anyway, Creepy Ada. Yeah, so we have made it off Terra 2, out of Edgewater, and we need to move on to a place called Monarch, and we've got to meet some shady black marketeer women. However, ladies and gentlemen, again, I have run out of time, so I won't be doing that in this episode. That will have to be the next episode. But finally, we leave Terra 2 and Edgewater behind, and we can carry on and see what else this amazing game has to offer. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching, because I have very much enjoyed playing this as usual. As usual, I have been your host, Lord Exsus, and I'll see you guys in the next video. In a bit!